After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Walker being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Walker now, operating from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Down. 90, Wolf. I got you, punk. Hey, Haywood.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
58, the money. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Me and you all get hard. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hit it.
They'll drop the throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent, folks.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Watt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bang, 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 bang. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
58, the money. Come on, baby.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Check 43. Hey, Echo.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Walker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hey, team 6. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Walker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Look at me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, orbit. 6-6, pull it high. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Down. 70, Indy.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They run Montgomery, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
He's coming. Bear. He's coming. Double up. General West. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely to start throwing the football. But I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
90, Wolf. Yo, go. We take a win. 5.
On second and 12, Walker, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Second and 13. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw, and he's going to go down again. Samson Ebukam, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
54, right there. 54 miles. You draw Porter. Let's go, baby.
Throwing again on second down. Walker, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. second quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Ready, set. Hey, wahoo! 52. Tighten up, tighten up. Hey, zoom. Roll out. Get wide. Zoom.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Line it. 15 line. Leo! Check it out. Go!
To throw is Walker. A final shot before break. Flush to his right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a run with Montgomery, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Check 50. Showing it. Recon, 132 fighter. Safety's creeping. Kill. Check 4. Ready.
On second down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Watch the hey, Charlie. Kill. Yep. Mike 5-4. Protein spill. 5.
Now Walker on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get in the right room. Look at me, zipper. 54 Mike. Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check 61, matchbox lights.
2nd and 5. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a New England touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will shave one more off this lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Set, ready? 90 Wolf. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Alpha.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Keep it up. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go.
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, switch gears. Hey, seam 6. 44, Mike, 46. Go.
They'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Slam. You draw quarter. Switch. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, orbit. Mike. 3 step.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Smooth. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
58 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go. Hit it.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Walker. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
64. Now. Mike 5-4. Let's go. Hey, exit. Defense. Now.
Here's Walker throwing on 3rd and long. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Ready up.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Jim. Go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens 48-yard line.
Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Ready?
They'll go to Barkley again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Break. 58 to Mike. Go. 5.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, high 7.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On on 2nd and 9. Walker, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Walker, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Now
on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Taking it about the 36. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go. Get it.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Look at me. Go. Hey. Hey, Charlie. Come.
Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
What's the run? They're running it. 58, boy. 58. Come on.
Hey.
On 1st down, Barkley slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
30-yard line.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Strip that ball.
Ready?
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Alpha. Yep.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
Back.
They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Bravo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Walker throwing on fourth down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.